straight from the automotive industry event of the year, NADA 2025. Chicks in Charge and Authenticom are bringing you the biggest names in automotive. From industry disruptors to game-changing innovators, we're getting the inside scoop on what's next for the auto world. This is where leaders talk and the future takes shape. Are you ready? Buckle up and let's dive in.
It's another episode of Chicks in Charge Automotive Edition. You know, it is Shasta here. And I have another familiar face with me. You know, the Rizzo, as I call her, Angela Rizzo, CMO of Vincue. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. You guys have an amazing booth here. I've seen all the pictures of it. You have the whole team here doing what the team does best, sharing the good word about acquisition.
Yeah.
And doing all the good things. How's it been so far?
It's been good. You know, the fact that attendance is down because of the weather, if you factor that in, we've had an amazing show.
Yeah.
We've been super busy.
Good.
We love the booth. The inspiration for the booth was make it look like an Apple store on the inside and Nike on the outside.
Yep.
So when you go see the booth, there's a really cool graphics and stuff on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And there's TVs and videos and customer testimonials. There's all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, we've been really busy. A lot of dealers are hearing from other dealers in their 20 groups about how Vincue's helping them with inventory management, acquisitions, appraisals, merchandising, then targeted advertising. I mean, we do a lot. We keep adding more cool capabilities.
Your guys' name is everywhere. Like every time, I mean, obviously acquisition's a hot topic right now and how to get better about it, how to be more efficient about it, how to manage inventory. And it seems like your guys' name is at the top of everybody's list right now and that you guys are just exploding.
You know, it really is. It really feels that way and it's really happening. I think one of the things that we do really well is integrations with other technology companies. Yeah. So, you know, we like to say that if you have a CRM and a DMS, all you really need is Vincue.
Yeah.
And then you've got your entire retail automotive operation covered from all the inventory management, all your data is connected and shared across those systems. But we've done some cool stuff that we've unveiled at the show.
I haven't heard anything.
You haven't heard anything?
No, I've been right here.
So, you've heard of Rapid Recon by Velo?
Uh-huh.
So, typically, Rapid Recon is all about fix stops, all the stuff that has to happen to the vehicle before time to line, right? So, what we've done is we've worked with Rapid Recon to pull their data into Vincue. So, the screens that if you're a service manager, the screens and the data that you see in Rapid Recon, those screens and that data is now available in Vincue. So the used car manager can stay in Vincue and work in Vincue and see all the data on where those vehicles are, right? And then the service manager can stay in Rapid Recon. So we basically married variable and fixed operations, but people don't have to jump from system to system.
That's perfect because it seems like all of these great, I mean, and there's so many great people here and so many great companies here, but it seems like every single one has its own dashboard that you've got to get out of the CRM, you've got to get out of the DMS. And so the fewer amount of steps that you can take to give them all the information they need, win.
Exactly. So what we are all about right now, what we have strived to do is help dealers become more efficient, more profitable, so that they can then grow.
Yeah.
And that is all we care about, right?
Yeah.
So we spend a lot of time talking to our dealers, really understanding what does the platform need to do for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 70 to 80% of all new feature enhancements and feature requests were actually started out by requests from a dealer.
Yeah.
So we're really proud of that we really listen to our dealers and create the capabilities
of what they want. Yeah. And I remember that from Vincue Unleashed, there was a fun little competition at the end of everybody what's a problem you've been having and how would you solve it? And literally you had this giant poster board to draw it out on, and everybody got to take it up to the stage and show it off to everybody, and you guys voted on it. and then at the end one of them was picked, and you guys are working on implementing it and having it ready, and that's the coolest thing ever. And I don't know any other tech software, any other type of company here that is doing that exact same thing.
Well, marketing's job is made easier when you have a really great product that is supported by a lot of really amazing people.
Yeah.
So as CMO, it makes me proud to work at Vincue. It makes my job super easy because I spend all my time talking to dealers about how they're winning and how they're becoming more efficient and more profitable. I just did an interview recently with Jose Lazo. He's with the South Dade Auto Group down in Miami. And he was saying that he's been on the beta with Rapid Recon at Vincue. And he said that his time to line, on average, across 3 stores used to be 8 to 10 days.
Woo.
Sometimes they'd lose a car. Sometimes 30 days.
Wow.
But on average, it was 8 to 10. He said with the Vincue Rapid Recon integration, his average across all 3 stores is 3.6 days time to line.
Nice.
So it's that kind of, those kinds of stories that really make it worthwhile. We were also talking about his overall efficiency in terms of his turn. So he said, again, before Vincue, his turn was 8x, so 8 times a year.
Yeah.
His turn now is just under 24 times. So he's turning his inventory twice a month.
Holy crap.
I mean,
that's unheard of.
That's unheard of. So how do dealers become more profitable? They sell more cars.
Yeah.
You're doing, 18 to 24x a year. You're selling a lot of cars.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
And, I mean, you guys have such a forward-thinking team. I mean, I remember, being going back to Vincue Unleashed, that event you guys had, and just seeing the team. There was a team member at every single table of Vincue, and listening to the conversations that everybody at the table was having, and making notes and offering help if they said, okay, well, what are you having a problem with right now? And then they would answer whatever the problem was, and it's. The want and desire to help never stops, and it's alive in every single member of the team, from Danny all the way down to any of the software guys and every single person in between. It's amazing. Well, Unleashed is our annual event. We've had 2 of them so far. We have another one. The next one's in November 10th, 11th, and 12th. Yep. In Kansas City. We'll be back at the Lowe's. Nice.
In Kansas City. So that is our customer event. We usually get 70 to 80 dealers that are Vincue customers that come. And the whole point is for them to share their learnings and experience with other dealers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a supercharged 20 group. Right? But it's like an 80 group because there's, 80 of them.
Yeah.
80 to 100 of them. So
but they're all Vincue users.
They're all Vincue users. And, we have performance managers. And so the performance managers are very focused on helping the dealers get the most out of Vincue.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm going to just call you up and see how you're doing. I'm going to call you up and say, hey, I've been in your store through Vincue. I've been in the system, and it looks like you need to do a couple things to actually drive more efficiency, right? So those are the types of conversations that they have with their dealers on a regular basis.
Yeah, and they're so needed because I was talking with somebody earlier, and the maintaining of products that we're implementing, at the GM and dealer principal level, and the ability to get it absolutely just knocked down into the organization and make sure that they're utilizing it and hitting everything that that you guys sold the dealer is huge. And so making sure that you have that person who is just absolutely following that all the way down the funnel, down all the way to the salespeople, the used car manager, whoever needs to be in there, the BDC, the VDC, anybody. And that is so important. But you guys have a product that people want to use.
Exactly.
It's easy. It's effective. I mean, there's nobody who can say this hasn't made my job easy.
Exactly. I again, going back to Jose, he's one of my favorite dealers. I asked him, how long did it take you to get your team up to speed? It's like just a couple of days.
Yeah.
Across 3 groups. So, I like to say that, stuff rolls downhill, right?
Yeah.
If the leadership says, look, this is what we're going to do, then the team will fall in and they'll just get it done. But if you let people moan and complain then you may never really make the changes that you need to drive those efficiencies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty exciting.
I want to ask you something. I saw a post to a story by Danny a couple weeks ago that has me a little concerned. What was that about?
Well, so I've decided to retire. And my last day at Vincue will be February 28th. I've been working for 48 years. And I think it's time to work less and live more.
What do you see for your free time?
A lot of travel.
You guys love traveling.
We love to travel.
You have family everywhere, grandkids everywhere.
Yeah, well, we have grandkids close to us, but I've got brothers and sisters in San Francisco. We love to go to Boulder. That's a nice trip from Kansas City. It's like an 8-hour drive. We really love road trips. Like my flight coming here to New Orleans was canceled on Wednesday. I couldn't get rebooked till Saturday. So we said, let's just make the 13-hour drive. Let's just drive.
Yeah.
And it was actually a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to doing more road trips. We're looking forward to spending more time in Europe, France, Italy, etc. So I think what I really want to do is just like take some time off. At least I know when you retire, you retire. I want to see how it goes between now and the end of the year, and just not work. I don't know what it's like to not to work. You know what I mean?
Knowing you, I would imagine you would get bored unless you have like a nonprofit or some type of organization that you still get to be like busy in. I feel like you'd get bored.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe a little boredom would be good for me. Right? I plan to spend a lot of time at the gym. I want to start playing pickleball again.
Oh, I love pickleball.
I love to play golf. So I really think I can keep myself. I love to cook.
Yes, you do love.
So I love to. I think I can keep myself busy and just really try to enjoy life, and not worry about working.
Yeah. Well, I know you weren't here in the automotive industry for a long time, but you made a really big impact.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
I know my life has forever changed knowing you, and I hope that this doesn't mean the end of our friendship.
Once you're on my speed dial, you're there forever.
That's true. I received great videos from you on the way here because we too had to drive down. It was so much fun. Robin shared our location over in case anything happens. This is where we are. But no. So do you think you'll pop your head in around Vincue every now and then, check in?
Oh yeah,
I mean, they're family.
It's bittersweet because I'm excited about the future of what retirement might mean for me. But I'm really gonna miss the team. I really love the team. I've been there almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And
you're like mama hen.
I'm like the mama bird over there at Vincue because it's just such a great team of people. And we cover all age groups.
Yeah.
Right? We've got the entry level folks that are working as our SDRs.
Yep.
We've got the team that is a little more experienced and they're doing the onboarding of new dealers. Mm-hmm. And then we have the guys that are really experienced that have been GMs in dealerships that are doing all the performance management. And then you've got some really experienced people in marketing. All of our devs, it's a great group of ninjas that are, continue to develop product. And then, I have the utmost respect for Danny, Chris Hope, our CEO and CTO. And then, our two co-founders, Jeff Rice and Brian Kellogg. It's just, it's going to be bittersweet because they're great people. And they even said, will you come visit us? And I'm like, I
live around the corner.
But it kind of like warms my heart that I thought, once I left, I would think that you don't really aren't going to think about me anymore. They're like, no, we want you to come visit us and hang out.
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get like 10 p.m. texts like, hey, I just miss you.
Hey, you want to do something part-time?
Let's go have dinner.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's a great group of people. Like I said, when you combine really good offering that really solves issues for dealers, right? And you combine that with amazing people, they really have something special to bring to.
Yeah. It's amazing, and I know that you're gonna have fun traveling and cooking and doing all of the things, and I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
I know that it has to be bittersweet and hard, especially with a family like that. I mean, they're an amazing crew.
They
but
really are.
I'm excited to see, all the places you get to see, and I get to live vicariously through you while you're in Italy and Europe and all the places because I want to go there so bad.
I'm also thinking of starting a cooking podcast. Right?
That would be fun.
Right? So I'm thinking, when you get like you go down the reels, the Facebook reels,
Oh my
rat hole,
gosh, yeah.
and you see some of these cooking things that people cook, the garbage that people are cooking.
Swear.
I mean, really, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And I thought, I could probably do better. Like, even if it's meals on a budget, like healthy meals on a budget, and just show people, like, well, this is what you buy, and this is how you prepare it, and it really isn't that hard, and it isn't that expensive. So we just need, maybe people just need a little help.
Yeah. And you're hilarious, so that would keep them engaged.
Exactly. That might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm 100% down for that and would watch every bit of that.
I might be advertising on your show.
I'm down for it. Let's do it. I'm all in. I heard about all the things you love to cook, and I'm like, okay, can you just teach me how to cook? Because I suck at it.
Yeah, you can just sign up for my podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Easy done. Oh, well, I hope you have a good rest of the show. It is, we're getting pretty late on day 2. Is today day 2?
Yeah, day 2.
They're already together for me. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna, if you don't come back tomorrow, I will make sure I see you again.
You guys are in Kansas City a lot?
Yeah.
So you just let me know when you're going to come up.
We'll go to a Chiefs game or something.
We'll just go get some dinner or some coffee, whatever. All right? Down for it?
Yeah. Thank you for coming back on.
Thank you.
I'm sad you're leaving, but I love you anyways.
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.
This episode is brought to you by Authenticom, the business behind the automotive business. And this is Chicks in Charge Automotive Edition, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Help us grow. Rate and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.